Hello guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you a Minecraft video, and today we're going to be reviewing Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. So I'm going to be showing you the fences first, so let's get on to it. So this fence is a very scary fence to go near of because it is just very dangerous. Just give me a second to change it to daytime because it's annoying. Time set day. So anything that goes near this fence literally dies. So do not build it near a village because villagers tend to stumble anywhere, and let's say you want to trade with the villager, this is gonna ruin it. They die really fast, so if you're in a village, I would recommend this fence. It does nothing, it's harmless. Anything that touches it has no harm done. And how you build this fence is you need a fence and bone meal, and then you get 2 fence, and then for the electric fence you get 8, and you need iron all around, a white fence, and a redstone torch. Now then, I'm going to be showing you the different hedges. Now there's the jungle hedge, which is one of my more favorited ones. I think it has a nice texture to it compared to these ones. I kind of don't like these ones compared to most. But I mean, how to build this one, how to build them all specifically, it will cost you jungle leaves on this one to get 4, birch leaves on this one to get 4, spruce leaves on this one to get 4. And now these lovely things do absolutely nothing. They're just really nice decorations. And I really like it specifically because decorations are nice in a game like this. We all build nice houses and stuff. And this is just an experiment house. This is the mailbox. The mailbox you store mail in, of course. And I never thought I would see a mailbox in this game, of course. And this is the package when it's all wrapped up. The differences between these two things is the envelope has 2 spaces and the box has 6. To build the envelope, it's 2 pieces of paper. To build the package, it's 6 pieces of paper. And you can put 6 things in it and then basically close up the package, and it says if it's from you specifically or whoever wrote it to you. It just makes your life easier. So in creative, you cannot really build, I mean, you can't really destroy a mailbox. Like, let's say I try to destroy it. You need to crouch in creative, but in survival you need something called a hammer, and this has nothing to build it, no recipe. The mailbox, it has wood around and a book, and you get 1 lovely mailbox. The stones, I almost forgot. 2 cobblestone, and you got yourself 8 lovely stones. Which is, I think, the nicest part of the mod. At least that's what I think. The bird bath actually has no use. You can't even collect water from it. It's just a really nice decoration. Let's say you're in a world of trees and stuff. You'll see probably birds and stuff. It's a nice bird bath. Now, how to build one of these taps specifically is you need a 3x3 block thing where you could basically put, I'm going to show you how to build one specifically right now. You need a 3x3 and you just place one in the middle. You put your tap, but you have to be careful because if you put a 1x1, all your water is going to get sucked into the bottom and you're going to have to keep filling it up. So this is how it works. And you guys could basically collect water, and it's an easier water source. How to build a tap, a ton of stone and a ton of iron. I think it's a pretty useful item. Specifically, I don't want to have to run down to the water all the time. I almost forgot to show you the bird bath. The bird bath is just a giant T, and then you got 1 lovely bird bath. I think I showed you everything outside. The doorbell, it notifies people that you're at their house. It makes it easier for them to know. Let's say you want to surprise them and just ring the doorbell. I think it's the best way to do it. It's 1 note block and 1 button, and you got yourself a doorbell. And you can basically place it anywhere on this door, up, down, sideways. And I think we covered everything for outside, which is perfect. So let me just empty my inventory. Okay, so that my inventory is empty, I will now show you the first thing that we see in this house, and that's the lights. So how you turn off the lights and on is you just left click and it turns them on and off. And I think they're brighter than torches, but I think they're actually worth making. And I forgot to get one, so I'm gonna get one right now. Where's the lights? Right here, ceiling light. To build one, it's 1 obsidian, 1 stone, and 1 glowstone. I think they're really good lights, specifically because I think for this hallway I need 5 or 6 torches to light it up. So I think that's a pretty interesting one. These benches, they're pretty useful. Let me get some dye. I'll pick some colors here. They usually come in white, but you can consistently change their color to anything you want. And you got yourself a ton of lovely colors. And the thing that I never thought I would see in Minecraft is you're able to sit, which is one of the cooler parts in this mod. You're literally able to sit, eat, do whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Now, stool. Now how to build a stool. Whoops. Darn it. How to build a stool. It's quartz blocks, different blocks here. You got yourself some wool, and you got yourself some cyan stained clay, and you got yourself some benches. I think this is a pretty nice detail to the mod. So I won't talk about these now. We're going to talk about these once we get in here. So these are the 2 tables. You could also sit at these tables. They do the exact same thing as the stools, and I think they're a pretty nice addition. They add a more kitchen style to the game, of course. This is the same exact table, just a different texture. It's whatever one you prefer, really. And I think they're awesome. And the crafting recipes for these things are stone and a chair structure and a crafting table. For the table, it's a T. And it's the same thing, but wood for these ones, so they're easier to make if you want to go cheaper. Really cool. The next thing is these blinds. You could close them and open them. Let's say if I go on the other side, you literally cannot see the inside, and you can open them right up. It's not like putting a piece of wood in your window or something, and it's a lot less effective than that. Did I forget to put these in the chest? Of course I did. So let's get these. It's a ton of sticks and you get 2. I think this isn't that expensive, and I think they're pretty useful. Let's say if you don't want anything to look in your window, there you go. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the washing machine. The washing machine, you need something called soap, but there's a few different soaps in this mod. There's soapy soap, a soap bar, and super soap. Super soap, it basically puts up the durability more than regular soap. Regular soap, it gives you a little bit of durability. Regular ordinary soap just does the difference. I'm only going to be able to show you one, and I'm going to show you the soapy water. So let's get the little bit damaged armor, put it in here. Takes a little bit of time. Give it some time. When that does it, I'll show you the crafting recipe for that specifically. It was the washing machine. So it quartz around a glass pane and a furnace, and you got yourself a washing machine. I think this is useful because nothing can bring back the durability of your armor, except an anvil, of course. But I think that takes away the enchantments. But I think this is a pretty cool detail in your survival world, so I think you would probably enjoy it as much as I would probably use it. Now the garbage bin. Put anything in there, you empty it, it goes away in the trash. Let's say you want to empty your inventory of garbage or sticks or something you got bad in your survival. I think this is pretty useful, but be careful of what you put in here because everything's gonna disappear that you put in here, and you literally cannot get it back as much as you want to try. So the trash can is a ton of iron around, 2 weighted steel pressure plates, and a stone, and you got yourself a trash bin. Let's see if our armor's done. There you go. Full durability armor. pretty useful, I might say, compared to most things. Now, next thing, the toaster. Before we do the toaster, I'm going to show you the chop board. So a knife is used to cut the bread. You need regular bread. And let's get this going. So you can literally place it down on the board and you can chop it up into toast. And how to build a knife is stone and a stick, and you got yourself a knife. It also deals a decent amount of damage. And how to build the cutting board. It's 6 oak wood and 3 slabs, and you got yourself a chopping board. Pretty cool. And what you do with this toast is you put it in the toaster, then you crouch, and then you put it in the toaster, you let it cook. And at the same time, I'm going to show you the recipe for the toaster. A ton of quartz again. A lot of the stuff in these mods require quartz, stone, obsidian, that kind of stuff. Iron bars, piston, stone, and black wool to make a toaster. There you go. Because we got some nice cooked toast, we could actually put it on this plate, and I think it has placed pretty well. You could put it down on a nice table, and you could collect it again to eat it. And how to build a plate specifically. It's quartz in a diagonally weird shape, and you got yourself some plates. I think that's just a nice decoration for your home. So the blender specifically, you need cookies, milk, and a cup. How to build a cup, it's tons of glass panes in this shape here. Now we're gonna put it here, and we're gonna put a few things in the blender. So we got ourselves some cookies, the milk, and now am I missing something is the question. Might be missing something. So if you ever forget anything, like I do half the time, it's how to turn on this dang blender. I'll come back to that in a minute. The cookie jar, it's useful because you could store a few cookies and they show really nicely. The cookie jar takes a ton of glass panes and black wool, and you got yourself a nice cookie jar. And then the cup, you can place it if you ever want your drink. And to build the blender, you have glass panes, and you have wool, and you have some iron, and you got yourself a nice blender. I think the blender's pretty fun to use. It adds more food choice in the game. I love the cookies too. The glass cup, you could literally crouch and place it anywhere in your home, as long as it's a surface. The microwave, I'm going to be showing you that. What happened to the steak, I do not know. Nobody knows. So I'm going to put it in the microwave right here. One steak, and now start. And you should see it get cooked. I think it's a fast, efficient way. If you're like halfway hungry, you could literally put it in there. Hello, Mr. Villager. And to build a microwave, you need 2 quartz, a button, 2 glass panes, an iron, 2 iron ingots on the top, 2 iron ingots at the bottom. You got yourself a microwave. The dishwasher is for these damaged weapons or items. You just do the same thing. Soap. Unfortunately, you cannot use soap in there. I actually thought you did. You were able to. So let's get ourselves some soapy water. Whoops. Okay. So put it in here. You could fix damaged pickaxes, swords, shovels, axes, bows, and you could also fix hoes too. And I think they're pretty useful items because they'll help you a lot more in your survival. Oh, he's interested in the bread. So the fridge allows you to store anything, any food items, or anything you want to keep cold. I think it's more like a chest. The bottom allows you to freeze stuff like water. Let's get water. It freezes it into ice. I won't show you everything because I'm in quite a rush. So it freezes it into ice. It's a faster way to get ice. There you go, you got some nice ice. Perfect. You got some ice. And how to build a fridge. How to build a fridge. Where's my fridge? Okay, so the fridge, a ton of iron blocks, a chest, and a furnace. And if I haven't shown you how to make a dishwasher, it's 4 cyan, 3 quartz, 1 iron bar, and 1 furnace, and you got yourself that. I think I've showed you almost everything. The furnace allows you to cook a ton of stuff at a time. So let me get the steak, spread it all around. It's maybe not the fastest way of doing things, but on the other hand, you do not need iron, you do not need any fuel whatsoever. And to build that, you need a ton of iron around and a furnace, and you got yourself a nice oven. A lot of stuff also uses furnaces. Give it a moment, and here we go. We got ourselves some cooked stuff. It cooks it slot by slot, if I'm correct. But like, let's say you're ever going on a long trip, there you go. You got yourself some meat. Now this is the oven overhead. It does nothing at the moment. I don't know if they're ever going to do anything with that in the future. But it's a nice decoration for the house. It's 4 iron and glowstone. And you got a decoration here. The cabinets have a ton of storage space. Let's say you want to do ever like a sort of kitchen or something like that. I think it's quite useful. How to build that specifically, it's 2 quartz, a chest, and some clay, and you got yourself some kitchen cabinets. I think there's another style of kitchen cabinet I don't have here. There's wooden ones too. Let's say you're ever building a wooden house and you want a wooden kitchen, you got that style. I like the style. That's pretty cool. And how to build that specifically is it's a ton of wood and a chest. I think I've shown you everything on this side. Oh no, I forgot to show you the fire alarm. I'll show you that in a moment. Just let me turn it day. So the fire alarm is very cool because let's say it's thunderstorming outside and your house catches on fire. These things are to show you the height of like the inside of your house and how high they could ring. So we're going to start from the smallest one, and you could hear that from a decently far away, and it gets annoying, so you want to break it eventually. So the other one here, that's 3 blocks up. And now, I think that was an interesting representation, and I think that would be a pretty useful tool in the house whatsoever. 4 iron ingots, 1 redstone, and 1 note block, and you got yourself a fire alarm. Now the other side here is like the other side accessories. So we're gonna clean up our inventory very quick. I'll be right back once it's done. Okay, it's better. So the Christmas tree, it just has decorations. I mean, it's not Christmas yet, so I don't really see a point of making it, but I think it's pretty cool. The Christmas tree should be in here. The Christmas tree is 4 spruce, jungle leaves, any type of leaf, and a flower pot. You got yourself a decoration Christmas tree. That doesn't really do much. I think it's a pretty cool detail. These other blinds, they're like curtains basically, and I like how they close halfway sideways. They do the exact same things as the blind. They just look fancier, like for a bedroom or if anything. You can roll them up, down. And to build these, it's a ton of red wool, gold ingots, and you got yourself some nice curtains. The lamp It has a pretty big light to it. I think it lights up a pretty decently small area. And to build the lamp, you need obsidian, any colored wool, and a glowstone. You got yourself 2 lamps. This here, it's like a smaller chest. Store all your little things in. They're basically called bedside cabinets, so put them next to your bed. Do anything with that. 2 chest. And wood, they just add a new style to chest. I think it's cooler than this style. The couch, I think this is one of the cooler parts. Let's get some more dye. You could dye it any color you want. Literally any color you want. You could also sit on it too. Let's say you want to watch some television, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Same as the chair, you can make it into a chair by placing one down. And you can change its color too as well. You can literally change its color as much as you like. These 2 tables, they're just different. One's cheaper, one's a different texture. The stone one, you just need to go like this and you got yourself a nice cobblestone table. Same thing with the wood one. To build a couch, it's a ton of wool. And I think I showed you. Now what I'm missing is the TV. So the TV is pretty cool because you could switch the channel. Like there's Diane Cat, there's whatever this is, and then you could turn it off. And I think it adds entertainment to the game. As you sit on the couch, you could just do whatever, eat your toast, and you can watch TV. Pretty cool. To build a TV, you need a ton of wood around, glass pane, and redstone. Get yourself a TV. So the computer is not that complex. Let's say you don't feel like coming out of the house to go trade with villagers. There's MineBay. It's basically like eBay or Amazon. It gives you a ton of stuff. It gives you potions. It gives you books. It gives you anything. I think that's kind of cool. And you could basically buy anything you wanted. Every time you buy something, something new pops up. The printer's pretty cool. Let's say you have a enchanted book of any sort. Let's say protection 1. You put it in here. I think it was a regular book, right? I have no luck making. Oh wait, is this in the wrong place? Ah, okay, I see what it is now. So what's this red stuff here, if I'm correct? But I think these are pretty cool. It basically prints out a book out of it exactly the same. So let's say you have a cool enchantment you want to reprint. Like let's say if I had protection 1 and I wanted another one to put on my pants, you'll be able to do to that, which is a pretty cool item. To build a computer, you need a ton of iron blocks, glass pane, and you need redstone. For the printer, a mix of stone, paper, redstone, and giant blocks of iron. The presents, I don't know what's going to happen once I place these presents. So let me place a book in it, wrap it. Okay, I'm going to place. So these are basically like Christmas presents. Let's say you want to do a little decoration underneath the tree. This allows you to do it. You can now place envelopes or packages on the floor, but you could place these, and once you break them, it says Merry Christmas from whoever made you the gift, which is pretty cool. You can put up to a decent amount of gifts, which is 4, which is I think awesome. To build the gifts, you need a ton of the certain colored wool for the package and a package. And then you need the same thing but for the red one, which is everything in here, which is perfect. The radio, which is cool. You can make it play. Whoops, I broke it. You can basically make it play. You can basically make it play any disc in the game, any song, anything. And for the price of only a few no blocks, a jukebox, and an iron ingot, you technically already have the discs. So let's say you don't want to collect every disc in the game, you already have all your discs. So now the bathroom. The bathtub is pretty useful. You could have your water. I didn't set, okay, so I set up the water system, and every time you click on it, supposedly there's supposed to be water until it gets into the top. I don't know if you could go in it. Okay, so you can. So you could get in the tub. It's just not as comfortable as you think it's. I don't think it's as comfortable. Quite squished in here. And it's just a decoration. I think you could even take a bucket and pull out water if you'd like to use for anything. Yep, you can pull out the water. It's pretty cool. The shower head you do not need no water source for. You just go underneath and rinse. And it looks like you're taking a shower. It's only a decoration. Doesn't really do as much. This too, it's just like the little place to put the shower head in. The toilet is probably one of the best parts. Yep, that's what I meant. You just sit on it and you press F to flirt. That's literally it. I'm not kidding. That's literally it. Whoops. Now the sink, I didn't put the water underneath, but it's the same thing as I did for the tap outside. You just do the water thing like I showed you, go underneath, you put the water, same for the tub. This you don't need to. So for the bath, you need a ton of quartz and a button. A shower, you need quartz, glass, and you got yourself a shower. Shower head. What's the difference here? Are they exactly the same? Yeah, they're exactly the same, which is pretty cool. 3 iron ingots, and you got yourself some stone. A toilet. You got yourself. You need a lot of quartz in this mod too. A button. The wall cabinet, a ton of quartz, and a chest. And for the wall cabinet, you have like a little amount of space to place your stuff. And that's pretty cool. I think I forgot to show you guys something too, how to build the cabinets. The cabinets have a ton of quartz again, cyan clay, and a basin. Same thing for the counter, and this too. I think I showed you everything in this mod. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.